up, guys? While Sengai's in there getting an IV drip because she insists that she is dying. By the way, she is not. I thought I would walk around here. We're over by the Sakralan area and give you guys some important information if you're one of those thinking about coming over here in the near future. I know I do have some people who are coming here sooner. A lot of people are waiting for restrictions to be lifted for COVID to be under control before they make their move. But just to let you know, first of all, there is a link down below to the article. I am not going to go over if you have a sponsorship to come here or if you are a diplomat coming here. Circumstances will be different for those two groups, but I don't know of anyone like that. So I'm just going to focus on the regular visitors. And the $2,000 deposit is still required. Again, you will get the remaining portion of that back once you are out of your quarantine, minus the costs that were incurred during the quarantine. You still need your mandatory health insurance of at least $50,000. So none of that's changed, but it used to be, and still is today, but if you come in and you test negative for COVID-19 and everybody on the flight you came in with tested negative for COVID-19, then you were free to stay basically wherever you wanted to for your self-quarantine. You just let the authorities know where you're going to be staying, and they will come check up on you, make sure you're not trying to escape until you get your second test. And that has what has changed. You are no longer allowed to do that. You do have to stay in a government-sanctioned quarantine center hotel for your 2 weeks. If you are arriving as a general foreign visitor. So you no longer have the option of choosing your own. I know I have a friend, he's coming over here very soon at the end of this month, and he had already booked his hotel where he wanted to do his self-quarantine. So I gave him the heads up so he could cancel, because more than likely they're going to make you stay in a facility of their choosing, and you're going to have to pay whatever price that place charges, which is probably going to be more expensive than a place you would choose for the 2 weeks. And then you get the remaining money back, as I said, if you test negative at the end of that 2 weeks for your second test. So that's the big change that has happened, and this goes into effect on the 18th of the month per the Ministry of Health. So if by chance, I just don't know that some of you are going to be coming over here sometime really, really soon, there's some information for you, and I hope it's helpful for you to make a decision on how you want to proceed. There we go. 19-inch $50 TV. Got some fans, some pretty nice speakers there. Certainly nothing I need, but they're there nonetheless. Maybe you want to show a wild, raging party. I don't know. But I just wanted to get that information out to you so you can be prepared. And like I said, if you are coming here on a sponsorship through a company or NGO, or for even diplomatic purposes, there is a link down below. You can check out what is going to be required of you under those circumstances. Nice little general merch store here. I also want to say that I had another first time experience here that I've never had before, and I like to share them with you, whether they're good or bad. And that experience would be, I got pulled over by the popo. That's right, the police stopped me. I was downtown, over by the old market, down by the bridge, and instead of turning, I decided to go straight. We weren't going anywhere in particular, just driving around to get out of the apartment. And as soon as I went straight and crossed that line, a policeman popped out, held up his arm, waved me over, and told me that I was in the wrong. Apparently I was going the wrong way down a one-way street. In my defense, I did not know that that section of that street was just one way. There were no signs or indicators. Second, my argument was, well, come on, that's the way everybody drives here. I've been out and about. I've been here almost 3 years. I see how they drive. Of course, they were not having any of it. And they wanted to fine me $25 for my infraction. Now, in a situation like that, what happens is they wave you over, you get off the bike, you can take your keys. They'll ask for a copy of your passport. Never carry your real passport, just keep copies with you, or in my case, on my phone, I have pictures of my passport page and visa and all that. That's always the safest bet. And then they'll tell you to walk over to a desk where all the police are sitting, and they'll give you your little ticket. You go over there, you find out what your fine is, and you can only take your bike back once you pay the fine. Now, the fine they wanted was $25, and I did not have $25. So I messaged someone and asked them to help me out, send me the 25 through the ABA bank app. But the person I messaged was not available. They don't have data on their phone, and they were out, so they never got my message. This was like 4 in the afternoon, and they didn't get it until 6, after 6 in the evening. But so we were waiting. I was just hoping that they would get my message and send me a response. Sat there probably 30, 45 minutes, just waiting. And eventually one of the cops came up to us and asked what we were doing. And I explained to him that I'm waiting for a friend who's going to send me money so I can go to the ABA ATM and pay my fine. And he said something to one of the other cops, and then he said something to Sengalai, and apparently he asked, you can't pay the whole 25, how much can you pay? Sengalai had $10. And they just kind of said, yeah, that's good. Okay, give me the 10, you guys can go. And then that's what happened. We paid $10. Now, yeah, you don't get a receipt like you would if you paid the whole 25, because obviously this is not the real fine. This is sort of a get out of paying a bigger fine free card, and I'm sure it went right into somebody's pocket. But we were allowed to leave without further incident, so I'm happy about that. Not so happy I got pulled over though, because like I said, there were no signs, no cones, no indicators at that portion of the street, because I know further up that street it's definitely a two-way road. But I'm not going to complain much. We only had to pay 10 instead of 25. I think that's a pretty good deal. And we'll end up not having to borrow any money, so that's even a better deal. The only thing that wasn't a good deal was that cut into my beer money for the night. So I was hoping finally on Friday I could have a few beers finally, but it was not to be. But that's okay. No complaints for me. And like I said, it's an experience I Haven't had yet, so hey, another first. If you've had an experience getting pulled over by the police in a foreign country, let me know in the comments. People like to hear those stories of other people getting in trouble for their misdeeds. It makes them feel better. So entertain those folks who like to hear about other people's miseries. All right. We're going to sit down and wait for staying live. By the way, I got this. They make these drinks, homemade. This one's really, really good too. They put them in bottles that they clean. Right there, you can get all different kinds. Really good prices. Like 50 to 75 cents, somewhere in that range. They're very delicious. I got mango. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, we're going to finish this one up in the countryside, sorta. It's about a 20-minute ride from our house. Nothing but wide open spaces. There's people out there going to the rice fields. And of course, a dog. We're out here because we're with Luke. He's looking to buy a second moto. And he found one online. We decided we'd go for a ride, come over here and check it out. My next video is coming up. I am going to do the update on Sucksand Road that somebody was asking for. I'm also going to get to some gyms and the airport per request. Just want you to know I didn't completely forget about you. Everything will come in time. Alright, be sure to check out all my links down below. My PayPal link's down there. You can join my Patreon, buymeacoffee/DDC. If you donate through any of those methods, you receive a copy of my book, exclusive videos, first look videos, and more. As my way of saying thank you. Also, all my social media links are down below, and other channels that are vlogging in Cambodia you might be interested in. They are also down below. So be sure to check all those out. Find the ones you want, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. You'll also find links to other things you might be interested in. So check them out if you want to. Alright. From the countryside and see 'em reap. I will talk to you guys in the next one.